Hear me. All right, now you can hear me. So welcome. Yes, I look like a train wreck. No pun intended to train wreck. But welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that thumbs up if you like it. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. You know, I appreciate all my members, Patreons, most importantly, my subs that I'm going to turn into members and Patreons. Patreons that have been with me a long time, my OGs, welcome back. Welcome to another month. And I do have some new Patreons, so welcome into Patreon. So much to go over tonight. I don't want anyone to think that I forgot about KJ, because I didn't. I'm doing that after. I don't want to combine two lives, but I had to get this off my chest. So, thank you, Zelda, but I look like death, but that's okay. You guys bitching about me being on camera, that you wanted me on camera, so I'm on camera. Alright, happy? I'm on camera. Also, I changed the invoice page. I know a lot of people complained about the invoice page on Intrepid, that they can't really see it because the palm screen background, it's gone. I changed it tonight. I did a couple of changes to the website that I think you guys will like. I think I finally understand the forum, which is a good thing. I went in as a troll and kind of worked my way around to see what you guys see, and I think I finally got it. I think I understand. I'm going to try a couple of different things before I go public and go live with it and show you guys exactly how to use it, but I think I got it. I do. I think I do. So, what's up, all my mods? Scout Inquirer, Zelda's Ghost, Kimberly, Huck, Amanda T, Sarah Janes, Kathy, Pixie. You can always tell drama people because they always pop up, like Pixie. Winter Moon, Dawn Marie. Dawn Marie is another one. Who else? White Lotus, Lisa, Kara, Army Strong, Thunder. It's funny though, because certain people, hey Audra, certain people you see, even my mods, which is okay. But certain people you always see for true crime, and then certain people you always see for drama. It's kind of funny. What's up, Smarty Pants? Hey, NC. What's up, Nikki? All right. Hey, Grandma Rose. Hope you're feeling well. By the way, I know a couple of people asked me. I heard from Jonice today. She's doing good. She wants everyone to give her prayers. She's been through a rough little time right now. So she would like everyone to give her prayers. She knows I don't pray, but she does want everyone to give her prayers. But she is okay. I know a lot of people have asked me about her lately because nobody has seen her. Hey, Pearl Bubbles. Hey, Crown Royale. But yeah, she's doing good. And she wanted me to send everybody her love and for you guys to give her prayers. So I just want to let everyone know that. I don't want anyone to think I forgot about little Jonice, because I have not. What's up, Debbie? Debbie, did you get your candles? All right. So, where do I want to begin? Let's see. I don't know where to begin. I'm just going to start. Over the last couple of days, I have seen, or people have fallen into the exact thing that I was talking about last week. Or the other day. I think it was the other day. So over the weekend, I'll say. I don't remember the exact day. I go live a lot. But it was, if something is so gross and something is so wrong, why are you repeating it? Why are you going live about it if it's so bad? The logic in that makes zero sense. Zero. I'll never understand that logic. And I'm not talking about a person. I'm going to get to that after. I'm talking like, oh my God, you showed an autopsy picture that the family wants to be shown. And have expressed this on multiple places, that they want their autopsy pictures out. So, and they're all over Facebook and the internet and the parents' pages, and they want those pictures out there. That's why they're public. But, and not on some like creepy ass website. They're like really public. And the reason why is because they want them out there. But if you find it so horrible, if you find it so disgusting, why are you re-putting it out there? Tell me the logic. Because if I find something so disgusting, I am not going to put it out there. I know. I totally agree, Stephanie. I'm going to bring up that point too. Anyone that tries to say anything about the autopsy photo knows nothing about the case. So I would advise anybody to research this before you run your mouth. But I understand that's too hard for most, because if my name is attached, Molly's name, someone's name is attached to it, oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world. Get over yourself, people, for real. A couple of, I don't know how to say this right. A few of my inner circle was watching another creator, and they saw somebody else in my inner circle getting called names. Stupid and this and that. Back the fuck up, people. And I'm going to tell you why. Not everyone is me. Not everyone is Marissa. Not everyone is Red Lotus. Or White Lotus. Not everyone can handle being name called. So the person that told me was an outsider. And the person that told me said that it bothered them that they were watching someone get called stupid because of what they went through when they were young. Point being, you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know how it's going to affect somebody. And I'm not saying it affected the person. I'm saying that the person that told me was watching it and thought that it was pretty fucked up. Think before you speak. Now, if you're going after somebody that you know can handle it, that's one thing. That's totally one thing. But you may have been talking to somebody that can handle it. And like I said, I don't believe there was a problem, but the person that told me perceived it as it could be a problem. And it could have upset the person. So I find it disturbing that creators will bash somebody that they don't even know when they don't even know their personality. They don't even know who they are or where they're from or anything. And yet they'll call this person names. That shit has to stop. Because again, you don't know how far somebody's going to go. You don't know how, you just don't. And you can't go around calling people names and saying, oh, you're stupid, you're this, you're that. Because even if you don't affect that person, maybe you're going to affect somebody that's just watching. So my advice to this particular obsessed creator, back the fuck up. And I mean that. Again, you don't know who you're talking to. So you can take my advice, or when somebody hurts themselves, it can be on your conscience. That's on you. That wouldn't be on me. So yeah, don't go after someone who isn't being disrespectful. Exactly. It's a trigger to others. Hey, Channel Hopper. You cannot go to any of their chats with a difference of opinion. They're all so nasty. I completely agree with you. 100% agree. Hey, Joseph, 100% agree. But it has to stop. You have to draw a line somewhere. Like, again, if you're talking to me, Marissa, like, there's a lot of us that just roll it off or whatever. We don't even go live about it or whatever. But when it comes to subs, I have never called out random subs. I have called out ex-Patreons. I've called out people that I personally speak to. I've called out, people that really just ex-Patreons. Those people I have called out because I've gotten personal with them. I know what they can take and what they can't take. And I've only called them out when it had to do with me. I never randomly called out somebody based on, I don't like the way they look today, or I don't like this, or I don't like that. I don't do that. And I never have. If they're talking shit about me personally and I'm personally involved, then I'll say something. But as far as I remember, as far as I know, I've never randomly just called out people that came in my chat for liking somebody else or supporting somebody else. I don't think I've ever done that. If I have, I don't remember. It's been that long. But in the last 2 years, yeah, I don't think I've ever done that. So someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I called you a dork. That I did do. Trust me, I at times, like now, want to stoop to their level, but I'll respect you, Laura. Yeah, I won't do it. There are too many personalities to cater to. People need to pick their battles. I agree with that, Fairy. But you don't just blast random people. You can block them from your chat. You can not talk about them. But there's no reason to go after somebody when you're not personally involved and it has nothing to do with you. And you don't even know them. So I just thought that was fucked up. I'm not promoting the channel. Let's just say the person that's obsessed with me and wants my life and does everything that I do. That one. If you don't know who that is, I can't help you. What's up, Huck? Calling Laura out. Hello again. Dawn Marie, what happened? I like them. All right. All right. Another thing I want to say, so I just want to put that out there. It does make sense, Hounds. It really does. The other thing I want to say, speaking of obsession, someone tagged me in a post. And I'm not trying to be rude when I say this, but the first thing that I thought of, you're welcome, Winter. The first thing I thought of was, does she not know me? So, One Win, you guys all know, aka Wendy, tagged me in a comment and said, Laura, just when I thought you were changing. One Win, since when do I give a flying fuck what you think of me? That would be never. Since when do I care if you like me or respect me? Never. Since when do I care what your opinion is of me? Never. Why would that change now? Why would you feel the need to tag me with your opinion of me? Tick tock, I'll wait. I can't think of a reason. I don't like you. I don't respect you. I've never respected you. But you don't care. I don't care. So, and I respect you even less that you made peace with Cancer Scammer. So, and anyone in your circle that accepts Diane, I have no respect for. But do you care what I think? Of course not. Do you see me tagging you with my thoughts? Of course not. Why? Why would you care? Why would you give a shit what I think? That's kind of how I feel about you. You didn't need to tag me. Whatever your personal opinion is of me, I could care less. I've never cared. I think that's been obvious. I don't talk about you anymore. I don't ever bring you up, besides tonight. I don't ever bring you up. But to know that you tagged me was weird. Again, who gives a fuck what your opinion is? I don't care. I don't care if you think I've changed. I don't care if you think I haven't changed. I don't care if you think I'm fat, if you think I'm ugly, if you think I'm gross, if you think I'm nasty. I don't give a fuck. Because I don't care what your opinion is. Your opinion to me means nothing. Like, you literally have zero power. Zero. And at the one time, long time ago, that I may have felt your opinion mattered, you then made peace with Diane, and you're done now. Like, I don't give a shit. So the reason I'm bringing it up is the point that you tagged me. You tagged me so I would see your opinion of me, which is creepy in itself. I don't care. You don't need to tag me. If you have no other content and you need to go live about me, and I don't know if you have or you haven't, because I haven't watched you in ages, but none of us talk about you guys at all. So I don't know who's talking about me and who's not. So if you're not, I apologize. I wouldn't know. But you're tagging, maybe you are. So I just want to let you know, if you want to talk about me, that's on you. I can't stop you, or I'm not even going to care. But you don't need to tag me your opinion. All right? So I just want to get that out there and make that clear. Like, I really just don't give a fuck. So moving on from that, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to get off my chest before we move into MGL? Yeah, that actually is speaking of MGL. So this morning, I got I don't know, Anita. I haven't watched any of them in forever. Last I knew, Diane was going live tonight about an autopsy picture of a child. Like, bitch, mind your own business. Like, don't you owe St. Jude money or something? Don't you owe the community money? I mean, didn't you steal thousands of dollars that you kept for yourself instead of it going to St. Jude? That was you, right, Diane? Yeah, it was. Fucking asshole. None of them could go live without a buddy. I agree. So, well, Kathy. So, MGL, I got a text this morning. And I want to clear this up so everyone's loud and clear. Okay, loud and clear on this. Three-quarters of my community, not the OGs, don't even know who Lyman is. I can't even tell you the last time I even saw her, mentioned her. Actually, she was in my stream a couple of months ago. Nobody talks about her. Nobody does anything with her. So it seems that MGL posted that I text her at 2 o'clock in the morning saying, Lyman cunt wants my channel, and she said, don't ever text me again. What? And it had my name on top. And it seems that she put that in her Patreon. What? A, why would I text you? B, are you that fucking hard up for attention? Like, you want attention so badly that you're going to sit there and you're going to fucking make up some text about Lyman? Please correct me if I'm wrong here. Like, please correct me if I'm missing something. But, yeah, I never text you, Marissa. You don't need to bash my name because I'm not speaking about you. And, yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. And Lyman, really? You couldn't come up with a better fucking text than that? And it said today at like 2 a.m., which I was sleeping, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, I could not believe that that's what I allegedly sent her at 2 a.m. And she ran with it. No. Sorry. If I wanted to text you, I would text you. The last thing that I sent to you was I'm not out to hurt you, and that was on January 7th. That was the last text exchange that we had, was January 7th. And the person that showed me, I showed them how easy it is to fake a name. All you have to do is change the name in your phone. And then boom, it looks like the name. But if like she said, the person said to me, could she have gotten a text from some stranger? a phone number would come up. I highly doubt they used my number and spoofed me over something with Lyman. So, and I also know that Marissa doesn't have me in as Laura in her phone. She has me in as Laura Purple or something. I remember seeing screenshots. So it's not just Laura, but this person said just Laura. Yeah, try again, Molly. I'm sorry that you're just not important enough for me to talk about on a daily basis. And I'm sorry that me ignoring you is not okay by you, that because now you got to make up something just for some kind of fucking drama, because that's what you do. But no, I never text Molly last night, and I would have no problem admitting if I did. But no, sorry, try again. But unfortunately, people do still run with the fact that, oh my God, I heard a Patreon was up and on. Like, oh my God, Laura texted you. Don't talk to her. Bitch, I ain't fucking talking to you. That was my choice, not yours, my choice. Then I heard that she was all up in arms. I don't even know why Laura's mad at me. Well, now you know. Because you don't realize what you did, that's why I don't talk to you anymore. So there's that. So that's what I want to clear that up. Whoopi Goldberg is suspended from The View for 2 weeks. Oh, no shit. Don't worry, I'll take the place. Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know the difference. Hey, Silvana. All right. Next. I'm going to do a reaction video to a reaction video. And I'm not targeting anybody. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. But I am going to show why mentalities like this don't work in true crime. Just because you follow one case doesn't make you true crime. I have a Patreon that some of you guys will know who I mean, but I have a Patreon who's been back and forth with me a couple of times. She is more into true crime than probably almost every creator on this platform, including myself. I mean, she's like knows everything about anything and finds cases. Like, she is amazing. And even when we weren't talking, when she wasn't a Patreon, she would still send me cases. So that's somebody, like, if she had called in and was talking about true crime, I can respect it. Because she knows so much about so many different cases. And like I said, some of you guys know who I mean. I am both, Brenda. So then we have creators that only see Summer Wells. Just because they follow the Summer Wells case, they believe they're true crime. No, that doesn't make you true crime. True crime is overall. True crime is covering, like, I am not a true crime channel. I'm a case discussion channel. I discuss cases. I cannot say this enough. Stephanie Harlow is a true crime channel. You see the difference? One is true crime, one is case discussion. Case discussion means that I am, and I'm explaining the answer, Brenda, loud and clear. Case discussion, yes, my head is on fire. A case discussion channel means that you discuss cases that are open, that are closed, ones that are in trial. You speculate, you do different things. That's what a case discussion channel does. And you give the facts as presented as we know they are today. A true crime channel is more like Stephanie Harlow, Christine Randall. What's the other one? Who's the other one I like? There's a lot of them. They're true crime channels. They discuss closed cases. They give you the facts of closed cases, cases that are solved. Some not solved, but that's more true crime. Bailey Sarian, definite true crime channel. That's not me. I don't want to be that. That's not who I am. I like discussing current cases. So that's the difference between me and like a true crime. Just because you follow Summer Wells doesn't make you a true crime channel at all. It doesn't even make you a case discussion channel. It just makes you following a case, a specific case. So I see people that don't really understand true crime cases, trials, the way things work, autopsy pictures, that aren't real knowledgeable, and they're only knowledgeable on one case. And they're only knowledgeable on one case because of all the drama that surrounds that one case. I want to know how many of these people went after Nancy Grace when she was going after Casey Anthony, before Casey Anthony got busted, before Casey Anthony, because really Casey Anthony is innocent. She didn't do anything according to the law. I mean, according to our justice system, she did nothing wrong other than lie to the police. But I see people talking about her all the time. Why? Why are people talking about her like she's guilty? And I'm not saying I don't think she is. I'm saying based on the theory that the people can ruin a case, or this one can hurt a case, or oh my God, you're innocent till, proven guilty. Okay, well, Casey Anthony's innocent and so is OJ. So how come nobody is going after people saying they're guilty? There were protesters in front of Casey Anthony's house. I'm sure there still are. I think Casey Anthony just had a bar fight or something, based on who she is. Amanda Knox, too. All these people are innocent. Oh, no shit. Nancy Grace blocked Kendall Ray the other day, she said in her most recent video. No shit. Oh, I know. Nancy lies about a lot of cases. But I'm saying that these are people that are innocent by law. Not even like maybe. They are innocent by law, by our justice system. The ones that these very people are saying are so important to listen to. Let the justice system handle it. Let the cops handle it. Let the police handle it. Let the justice system handle it. Because it's worked so well. Why aren't people going after people saying Casey Anthony's guilty? Or O.J. Simpson's guilty? Or this one's guilty? Why? Because people are allowed to have an opinion. People are allowed to have an opinion on the Wells based on facts. The facts are, we don't know if they did anything to their daughter, but we do know that they're shitty fucking parents. And I'm sorry if you don't want to hear that. Michael Long is a shitty fucking parent, but very few of us called that one out. But I was one of them, thank you. So I hear people targeting certain people. I'm sorry. Welcome, my three healers. My three healers. I was thinking somebody else. Sorry. But thank you. Welcome. I was thinking heels in the air. I was going to say we need to have a fight about KJ. But, like, everyone's targeting people that say they're shitty parents. They are. You don't lose all your kids unless you're a shitty parent. Sorry. Not one kid, not two kids, all your kids. With no sight of ever getting them back. And most likely won't get them back. That doesn't happen when you're a good parent. Just doesn't. Believe me, CPS has been here 6 fucking times. I'm sorry, 5 times. I would know. And yes, some slip through the crack, but when they're there enough, they usually don't. CPS has been in the Wells' life a long time. They gave them room to change, and they never did. So they finally took the kids once one went missing. So I hear all these, I don't want to say well sympathizers. I don't want to say that. That's what I'm saying, though. I totally agree with you that it's guilty in a court of law versus guilty in the court of public opinion. I totally agree. What I'm saying, though, on that is that if you can't pick and choose who it's okay to go after if someone's guilty of something. If people give an opinion about the Wells, it's no different than people giving an opinion about Casey Anthony, O.J. Simpson, or anybody else. But I don't see people targeting those people. I only see people targeting Molly and giving Molly way too much fucking power. Way too much power, which is what I'm going to go into next. I totally agree, Amzy. Totally agree. It is complete murder. The message I sent you is about Kendrick. I'm going to get to all that. There's a picture where you can tell he was beaten by the bruises on his chest. Yes. I saw that in the documentary. All right. So I want you guys to understand that public opinion you can't pick and choose who you can have public opinion on. Going on the theory of the people that are giving MGL and crew way too much power, then we shouldn't be able to discuss any case. We shouldn't be able to say Casey Anthony is guilty. We shouldn't be able to say OJ is guilty. We shouldn't say Scott Peterson is innocent. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, going on their theory of attack, well, the Wells are shitty people. I'm sorry, but they are. I don't know if they had anything to do with the killing of their child. I mean, the missing daughter, not killing. But their missing daughter, that I don't know. And I'm not even going to try to form an opinion on it because I don't know. I hope not. But this will all make more sense when you hear what I play. All right. Hold on, let me get to it. I hope I made sense. Damn, he's still up. All right. All right, here's this caller. Now, this is literally all I heard from his live was this one caller for like 5 minutes. I don't know what the rest of the live was about. I don't know what they talked about. I know it probably was a lot about MGL. But another thing, before I play this, I was hoping his live ended already. YouTubers cannot hurt a case. There have been mega studies done where YouTubers and social media have actually helped cases. Now, when you have a psycho like Bill Horn, Betty, JLR, Marissa acting like fucking lunatics, if nobody gave them power, they would fall by the wayside. But channels like Crude and Bertoldo, all these people that want to constantly call them out, you now contribute to the very thing that you're trying to say that you're against. Stop giving them power. I understand you're making money and lots of subs, but you can't have morality here because you're giving them power. You're making them, and this goes for all the clip channels, you're making them important enough that you're rebroadcasting the shitty things they've done to thousands of people. Make that make sense. I know that you say that you're trying to show people, but you've never even talked to Molly personally, as far as I know. I don't know if I stand alone in my next comment, and this goes for a lot of things, but I could stand alone. But I feel like I am insulted. My intelligence is insulted that I would need a clip channel to call out something that I can go watch. That I'm not smart enough to do it on my own. That I would need someone else to call something out because I couldn't figure it out myself. I don't know if I stand alone in that, but I do feel like it's an insult to my intelligence. And I'm just wondering if they're giving them more ego. Exactly. 150%. They are giving them more ego. And they are just... It's too much. I'm sorry, it is. It's just too much. It's Molly, like, stop giving them power. Just ignore them. You know, if you have something to say, like, I've gone after Molly about personal shit, stuff that relates to me. I'm not trying to be a moral authority of somebody and I got to call this out and I got to call that out. People can watch her streams. If they miss it, okay, I could see a clip channel like Wendy V, so you can get something. But all of this moral authority, and you just keep giving them power. You keep giving them not Mallory, Molly, the Florida Strangler, JLR the Felon, and Olivia don't have fucking power to hurt anything. They can barely hurt a fucking bug, let alone hurt a case. They don't have that much power. I understand that people give them that power. Take the power back. They don't have that much power. They couldn't run a case if they fucking tried. Like, they just don't have the power. And it gets me really fucking mad when I see so many people giving them all this power that they never had in the first place. Think you're comparing people disagreeing with a verdict of people? No. I'm saying that if you, all right, Danny, it'll probably be clearer after you hear this caller. You're probably gonna understand more when you hear this caller. This is the one that I'm talking about. Hang on.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hold on just a second. Okay, is that better?
Yeah. I was actually just about to ask you a question, or go over your question. So,
Let's see.
can you hear us? Sure, going back.
I just had to like close everything out and then reopen. But I wanted to pick Nate's brain on this, and it's something that
All right, can someone tell me who Nate is? I want to know who Nate is. Like, I guess Crude had him on earlier, but who is it? Who's Nate? Like, what gives Nate so much power? Did anyone watch the stream and can tell me who Nate is? That Nate is a guru of Marissa and what's going on? Because, again, I never heard of the guy. Nate is a lawyer. Okay. Is he he has a channel. He's a prosecutor. Okay, so he's an attorney. Does he do, whatchamacallit? Does he do corporate law? Does he do criminal law? Does he do, what kind of law? I don't know who he is. I never heard of him. He's a New York lawyer. Okay, that's a start. What law does he practice? Does anyone know his last name? Yeah, I never heard of Nate the lawyer either. Does anyone know a last name? He has experience. Oh, he's a prosecutor. Okay. He has experience with social media laws. Okay. Speaking of Katie Joy, spoke on her a lot during her and Toddy's case. He weighs in on YouTube stuff, mostly celebrity stuff. Yeah, I never heard of him either. I'm going to ask my girl to come on. Melanie, are you listening? I'm going to ask old girl to come on. He's a criminal defense attorney speaking on how many ways YouTubers can screw up cases. Okay. And what about how many ways that YouTubers help cases? Did they discuss that at all? Nate is a lawyer. I found him during the Rittenhouse. Does anyone know his channel? Oh, seriously? Thank you, Tanya. Molly Go Criminal. She's a panel hopper? She seems to be the center of bad attention. Yeah, she is. He's not a defense attorney. He's a prosecutor. Oh, it's just called Nate the Lawyer? All right, hold on. Okay, I mean, being that he's a lawyer, he right then and there knows more than I do. Because he's an attorney? Office lawyer, prosecutor, he's a professor and a YouTuber. That's a little weird. He does a lot of soccer stuff. All right, I'll show you guys the channel. I'm a practicing attorney and YouTube commentator. I'm a former prosecutor. He's a former prosecutor, cop, and law school lecturer. I've been featured in the New York Times, Forbes, and NBC. This channel focuses on 4 topics: comics, pop culture, life, and law. My mission is to make the law more accessible to everyone, whether or not you go to law school. Okay. Help me reach 100,000 subs. He's at 174,000. All right. He's a former prosecutor, a cop, and law school lecturer. All right. He's got way more credentials than I do. But I have to disagree with him, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'd like to speak to him. When you have something like this, when you have a Cardi B case and a Tasha K has influence. Tasha K has power. Tasha K has a hell of a lot more power than Marissa has. She's got over 1 million subs. That's power that can make a difference. So in that respect, yes, I agree. I agree that somebody that has someone like Bailey Sarian has power. If she did what Molly did, we'd be in trouble. Okay? We would be in trouble. Why was he timed out? We can agree to, yeah, that doesn't, you don't time someone out for that. Something like that, I agree. You know, Bailey Sarian, Christine Randall. If they did what Molly did, that could make a dent in a case. Absolutely. That could fuck things up because they have millions of people that listen to them. Molly gets no more people to listen to her than Crude does. All right? Seriously. Crude's numbers are equal to Molly's. Actually, Crude's numbers, I think, are better than Molly's. So Crude right now has more power than Marissa does. Think about that for a second. Yeah. Crude literally has more power than Molly. Crude gets better numbers than Marissa does. But he's calling her out. My point is, she has no power. Stop giving her power that she doesn't have in the first place. Tasha K, since I brought it up, let me give you a quick rundown. Tasha K is a YouTuber with like 1 million subs who admitted on the stand, Cardi B got sick and tired of her defaming her names, and she went too far and said she had herpes. That is a definite win in a court case. Tasha K, like a fucking moron, goes on the stand and admits what she did. So the judge and the jury, I think it was even the judge that went higher than the jury, said that not only does she owe her $3.2 million, she owes her like $800,000 in lawyer's fees to Cardi B. So yeah, that's what happened. That's the Cardi B lawsuit. Okay. You know what's funny, Sarah Workman? I didn't see you say that in any of Crude or Burnt Toast lives. Why is that? Why don't you go back and suck Diane's clit? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, but legally, there's a difference between legally and there's a difference between defamation. When I say like legally and defamation, what I'm saying for that is there's 4, I forgot exactly what the 4 is, but I know herpes are one of them. There's 4 things in a defamation case that if you can say to someone that is definitive, non-argumentative defamation. Saying someone has herpes is one of them. I actually forgot the other 3, but one of them is herpes. So if you tell somebody they have herpes, that is and they don't, and there's no reason for you to believe they do, that is a 100% definite defamation case that you will lose. And that's what she did. So that's why. So that's why. Oh, HIV is another one? Is it HIV another one? I just know the herpes one is. Because I try to get Brad for it, but we never went to court for it. But yeah. But if someone can prove that they don't have it and you go around slamming their name, that is a definitive win. So that's what she did. And the dumbass went on the stand and openly admitted it. So, all right. So now we know who Nate is. All right. Nate's next thing is soccer. So it looks like he handles some big cases. He talks about some big cases. But he's a very big soccer fan. And it doesn't look like he goes on much. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, he goes in his... Oh, maybe. Does a couple of videos a month. That's him, I guess. Alright. So let's get back. No, I don't think sex offender is one of them. I just know that herpes is one of them. Alright. Let's get back to this. Sorry, guys. I just hate ignorant fucking people. Ignorant people that just hate Laura, that just will say whatever they want. And, sorry. So certain things just come out of my mouth. I've been dealing with these people for like years. But they're the first people to go in every other chat about this person. Like, they're such a fucking joke. I've been dealing with these people a long time. All right. So let's get back to the caller.
Brought up in the Glares chat today, and it's something that
Okay, so this girl watches the Galera. Nothing else needs to be said.
I've never really thought about until today, and we had a pretty big discussion on it, but we couldn't finish it. And it's basically, we know that the Wells children, like their boys, are in state care, and they don't have contact with them, or at least if they...
Okay, that is not true. They do have contact with them. They speak to them all the time. It was Don and Candace, because they're shitty parents, but it's Don and Candace that said that they were too far. So already she doesn't know the case. She doesn't know the facts of the case. So I don't want to jump too far ahead.
They do, it's supervised. Who is protecting these kids from...
Maybe Don and Candace should have thought of that before they lost their kids. So as far as protecting the kids, now the state but it's really not up to the state. It's up to the parents. Again, falls on parents' responsibility to worry about your own children. You can't expect teachers to. You can't expect anybody to. And I want to make clear too, I'm not picking on this girl. I don't even know who she is, but her mentality I've seen in a lot of different people. So I'm just addressing as a blanket statement, not her. Like I said, I don't even know her name or who she is.
What is being put out about their parents?
Oh.
Because if you think about it, her children may not be able to look things up, but they have people who will know who they are, who their parents are, who will say things to them. There will be people who see what Molly said to Candace and show that.
Okay, with all due respect, and I am no way, shape, or form sticking up for Molly, that's not Molly's problem. It's not Molly's fault or anybody's fault that the Wells lost their kids. And I'm not talking Summer. Put Summer aside. It's not the Wells. It's not anybody's fault except the Wells that those boys are now in foster care. Nobody else. It's on them. If a child goes missing in a family, odds are they're not taking the other kids away, especially if one's missing. But because they're such shitty fucking parents and didn't do what CPS has been asking them to do and gave them multiple chances, that is why they lost their children.
To her children. So I wanted to ask Nate, can the state go after them for anything? Because, like, they're in state care and it's...
I'm not talking about burnt toast or crude as fuck. This has nothing to do with them other than it's on Crude's channel. This has to do with the overall mentality of people that are giving people too much power. And I apologize if that was not expressed enough. I think I only said it 47,000 times in this one live. No, honestly, I think I've said it probably 13 or 14 times in an hour that this live is about giving people too much giving Molly too much power. That has nothing to do with burnt toast or crude or even this girl. But you have to see why people give her too much power to see this caller. Does that make sense? Have I said this enough?
State's responsibility to protect them. And now they've put the children in jeopardy because they've put out this information that could do...
Okay, again, it is not Molly or anybody else's or mine or crude or burnt toast or anybody. It's not our responsibility to, well, they're not true crime, but it's not our responsibility. The same way, if Casey Anthony has a child, are you going to tell people that they are not allowed to talk about the mother, that they're not allowed to talk about their mom? Because it's out there. O.J. Simpson, his grandkids. Amanda Knox, her kids. The ones in Canada, she actually has kids. The Barbie doll killing, you know, I can't think of their name. Ken and, not Ken. I can't think of their names, but you guys know what I mean. That I'm not overbought at all. I'm totally spot on. So when I see and hear stuff like, well, you got to think about their kids. No, I don't. Do YouTubers thinking about my kids? No. Does Crude think about Molly's kids? No. Does Burnt Toast think about Molly's kid? No. So why the fuck should Molly think about someone else's kid? Nobody thinks about her kid. Just saying.
Damage to the children. And so that's what I brought up in the Glare stream earlier, and I was like, yeah, I want to ask Nate about it, because I was like, I don't know, like, I get that you can't keep your kids off the internet, but I can only imagine being one of her kids and Googling to see how, like, their parents are doing, or
Not for nothing, imagine being my kid or Molly's kid and going on YouTube, and all you see are all these clip channels going after us, one after the next, with our names in the title. Does anyone think about our kids? No, you don't. So why should we think about anyone else's kids? If our kids aren't being thought about, why should we think about someone else's kids? Especially someone in missing. And again, I'm not sticking up for Marissa. But I'm sticking up for Jake, but it's ridiculous to me how people cannot see their own actions. You don't use Laura, you use Perplexed. You don't use, I've seen her real name, I've seen her name. Now, again, she likes being talked about, so I get it, but I'm sure her son doesn't. I'm sure her son's friends don't. So when I hear people say, like, oh, think of the Wells's kids, why? Again, nobody thinks of my kids. Nobody thinks of her kids. So why would we think of the Wells's kid? I don't care. See, Hanging Garden. You obviously don't know me so well, because I'm going to say this again, okay? What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. I am sorry that I am in such a minute corner that most people can't stick up for what's right, regardless if they like the person, regardless if they're friends with the person. I understand I am a minority in this. I understand that most people, even if they feel it or they think it, they have to bash. They have to bash the person because that's the in thing to do. And they want to fit in. But the fact that you can't separate what's right is right and me not liking the person, you shouldn't be in here. Because I need more mature people that can correlate the difference. And not, I said that wrong. That don't correlate what's right is right as sticking up for someone. It's not about sticking up for someone. It's about what's right is right. And making people who don't necessarily see this side, maybe a light bulb will go off and be like, yeah, I see it like that. There's a big difference. So if you're so fucking immature and you're a hate person and all you can do is hate, I don't hate people just because they don't like me. I don't hate Crude at all. He doesn't like me. Does that matter to me? No. It doesn't make me like him any less. Burnt Toast, different story. But, just kidding, Burnt. But with Crude, he's blatantly said on live he doesn't like me. Okay. I can't make him like me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. But that doesn't mean I don't like him. And again, I know I am a big minority in that because most people aren't mature enough to do that. So, but I've always been like that. So I don't need your stupid comments. Nobody's sticking up for Marissa. I'm sticking up for what is right.
Any update on his sister, and they see this.
I mean, I'm kind of guessing here. Okay, Nate can absolutely correct me, and I will take it.
Yeah.
But in my view,
Hanging Garden, I actually make perfect sense, but you're too fucking dumb to even know what maturity is, so you gotta go. Bye-bye. Have a good night. I think I was pretty fucking clear with what I said.
I would think that as the kids, when they become an adult and say they try to get a job and they're denied the job because of all the drama that has happened on YouTube about their family, I would imagine they could then turn around and sue all 4 members of that group for some kind of damages if what they're putting out there and continue to this day to put out there about.
All right, let me just correct Burnt Toast. They can't, and I'll tell you why. Defamation is a matter of opinion. It can't be an opinion. What Molly and those idiots put out there was opinion. As wrong as it was, they can easily turn around and say that's their opinion. They believe, and they believe based on X, Y, and Z, you know, the way they acted, that they were last one to see her. I mean, I could go through each thing. But they can easily say, hey, I believed it at that time, and there's reason to believe they believed it at that time. That's why it's not defamation. They can't do anything.
Their family and about their home life and about everything about themselves, right? I would imagine they would have some sort of civil case to sue.
Yeah, because like I thought about it, like,
A good black rat, get yourself a good vape.
if these kids see this information, that's like, not only do they have to deal with losing their parents, they've lost their sister, so their family is broken, they're not together, so they had all that to deal with. And then if somebody was to give them access to this information, what do you think that would do to them mentally? That's something you wouldn't be able to put off. That's something that the state would have to take.
Maybe Don and Candace should have thought of that before they lost their children. Just saying. Don and Candace also had plenty of time to straighten out their acts, and they did not. Are they making little changes? Yes, but it's taken them 6 months, and the changes really probably aren't even good enough yet. But sorry, I don't care what YouTuber you are. That's not the responsibility of any YouTuber. That is the responsibility of a parent. Plain and simple. Molly doesn't have that much fucking power. Stop, like, seriously, stop giving her power that she doesn't have. Whoop.
Care of and put funds into.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It's a really, like I said, it was a really tricky question, and that's why I wanted to ask him, because I just feel like there's only so far you can go before something bad happens, and I don't want that for anybody.
Grace says, not for nothing, I heard this channel diagnose these creators they don't like as narcissists point blank. Are they doctors? Are these creators their patients? No, definitely not.
Especially a child. Like, whether you believe Don and Candace are guilty, that doesn't matter. What matters is whether or not the judicial system here in the United States of America says we have enough evidence to charge you with a crime and charge you with something. And if you don't have that evidence, it doesn't matter how you feel.
You may not be wrong. I know, I realize that. You may not be wrong. I don't know yet. So I realized that after I reread it, I'm like, well, maybe she's right and I'm wrong. So
There's nothing that you can do.
Yeah.
And it's just like, treat people like people. Be respectful, and remember that Dawn and Candace, even if they like were bad parents, they are still constantly re-victimized every day. You can't tell me that
okay. re-victimized every day. Kashmir, you came in at the right point because I was just going to say that. That Don and Candace have also voluntarily participated with YouTube and creators wasted, drunk, acting like a complete fucking idiot, embarrassing themselves. I mean, to the point. And this had nothing to do with Marissa, Betty, or any of them, okay? The point is that a court order was made. That Don is not allowed to talk about the boys. That had nothing to do with Marissa or anybody. That had to do with Don. That had to do with the shitty fucking parents that they are. That they are not, and their shitty behavior on YouTube, that they are not allowed to speak about the boys. There is a gag order on the boys. There's a reason for that, and that has nothing to do with any YouTuber at all. At all. That's all on them.
When they go into town, people don't look at them and stare at them, and like that's why Don goes on his drunken whatever, because he's just...
Another correction. Don has always been an alcoholic. Don did not become an alcoholic because of her. She really doesn't know her facts at all. She just wants to support Don and Candace. That's why she follows the Glara, but we won't go there.
I couldn't imagine being him. I wouldn't want to be him. That's a world that I wouldn't want to be in.
Yeah.
But
No, that's actually a really good question. If he comes back or
Good night, Steph.
something I can probably ask him too. So
yeah, no, I wanted, and then too, when he was here earlier, I did send you guys that clip of...
Oh, no, I agree with you. Every CPS, every juvenile case is closed. But what I'm saying is that, oh, see, Winter, you were right. I'll tell you how, Gracie. There's certain characteristics that narcissists have that are just blatantly obvious. And there are certain people that I've called a narcissist that I'm not wrong on. It's very hard to diagnose a narcissist, but I'm allowed to give an opinion based on their actions and based on a textbook narcissist. Would I ever diagnose someone as schizophrenic? Nope. Would I ever diagnose someone in a more complicated mental illness? No. But there are lots of traits of narcissism that is very evident in certain people. That's why.
With when Molly went up to Candace's car and you could hear what she said, I sent that clip to both of you. That way, if you guys wanted for it, like to have, yeah. But that was my thing. Like, just they're profiting once again off of a missing child.
yeah.
Oh, so I was right. I'm not talking about you, Laura. I'm talking about the other channel. Oh, the one we're watching. I agree. But again, as far as narcissism, that doesn't change for me or them. But I don't, like their definition of an LOL cow, I disagree with. I do. To me, that's just a stupid term and it doesn't fit half the people they talk about. Half the people they talk about do it for attention.
CPS can depend on the state. Offices are in each county, but are state agencies.
No, I don't think Crude is a narcissist at all. I really don't. I mean, I haven't watched him that intently, but I really don't think he is.
He's here working there. I was trying to. Yeah, something about the tour but yeah.
It's one of those questions that it's not an easy answer. There's like a...
Amanda, what'd I miss? Hold on. So what was the reason? Oh, that is a rumor. It had nothing to do with YouTube at all. Molly's son on YouTube had no. I mean, Molly's son had nothing to do with YouTube at all. I don't even know where the hell that rumor started from. Exactly. I'm not obsessed. I'm not into obsessing over LOL cows because I'm not 14. Exactly.
A lot of technical stuff that you would need to know, and it would also probably vary state to state, but it's probably, for the most part,
because it's not opinion. It is, I mean, I'm Sleeping Beauty. My point is I wouldn't even try. My point is they're lecturing about calling names and stating opinion as fact, but I agree with you. They have done the exact same thing. I pointed that out multiple times. The thing about exploiting Summer, no, you didn't have to erase that. I agree with Gemini Slacker's comment. Exploiting Summer, but when you're doing streams calling out people talking about Summer, then you're exploiting and making money, then you're exploiting Summer. No different than the people you're talking about. You just do it in a different way, but that's still exploiting Summer. But they don't get that.
similar in other states, but like I don't know. To me, like I worry about their kids. I worry about what's going to happen to them because sometimes CPS fails the kids that it needs to protect, and I'm so worried that these kids are going to be ones that the system doesn't protect.
Okay, they're in the system. They are protecting them from Don and Candace. They're in the system. They were taken from their home. They are no longer slipped through the cracks. They did slip through the cracks before someone went missing. Maybe if CPS did their job a year ago, Summer would still be here. However, there's hundreds of thousands of kids in foster care. There's another 500 million kids, not million, but, I'm making up these stats. They're not real numbers. There's another, 500,000 kids that should be taken from their home and aren't. And, 1% of them will end up missing or dead. Or, like, again, I'm totally fucking making up numbers. I'll look up the real numbers, but you guys know the point I'm trying to make. So for her to act, I'm so worried. Summer is one of 100 million. Like, why so worried about her? Why aren't you worried about everybody else? I don't get the mentality. I just don't. Thank you, Monica.
And simply because they have their beliefs. And they, No,
it's not because of their beliefs. That's not why they lost their kids. They, according to Allie and a couple of other people, their whole religious aspect of them is bullshit. And I believe people around them. So there's that. Doesn't mean they're not in abusive homes. Look at the Turpin's kids. Exactly. That's true too. Excellent point too.
And I don't know how Tennessee law works, but it would be nice if, like, the state could get a restraining order against the Karen squad. Because then they can't bring those.
Again, stop giving them so much power. They fucking protested in front of an empty building. How more dumb can you get? See, I held back from the R word. But how much dumber can you get? How little power do you have when you're protesting in front of a fucking blank building? Like, an empty building. That was like the biggest joke, I think, to date. The biggest joke I've ever seen on YouTube is them protesting to an empty building. So she's giving them power, like they have power to take away someone's kids, or they have power to, make a major dent. They combined total, they don't even have 80,000 subs. Like, they don't have power. They seem like they have power because they're in this community. But in the grand scheme of the world, they have zero power. Zero.
Shenanigans to their state. But anyways, yeah, that was my question that I wanted to ask Nate, and then that way, like, if he comes back.
Kelly, you may have missed what I said. I'm not going after her per se, but that mentality and that misinformation is in a lot of people. She just happened to be the one saying it. So that's why I'm addressing her per se, but this isn't about her. This is about anyone that has that mentality, because that mentality is way wrong. I don't want to stand out in the cold screaming in an empty building. It was dumb.
Later and watches the replay, he can kind of maybe pick apart my question and answer it properly. So, but thank you guys for hosting tonight and for keeping the victims first. I always thank you guys for that, because you guys always.
Okay, but they're not keeping the victims first. If they were keeping the victims first, then they would have enough respect for the victims and say nothing, and not keep playing all the horrible things that Molly did and all the disgusting fucking gross things that Betty's done. And I give Burnt Toast credit. Burnt Toast, I haven't seen. When I say all the things Betty has done, Burnt Toast called all that out, and a lot of us wouldn't have even known it if that wasn't for her. So that I'm okay with that. I'm saying, screaming that Candace, your baby's dead. How many fucking channels repeated that? If it's so bad, why are thousands of hundreds of channels repeating it? There's a bunch of them. There's like 7 or 8 of them that all go live about the exact same things. And they all bring it to their channels. And they all bring it here. And one goes live after the next. Why keep repeating it if it's so wrong? If it was so bad, why do you keep repeating it? That's what I don't understand. And I never will understand it. One person, okay. If one person wants to call it out, for example, when Burnt Toast called out all 42 of the Florida Stranglers record, I didn't see 90 other people doing it. She called it out. People referred it back to her video. If you want to hear what she's done, go check out Burnt Toast. That's the way it should be. And even people came to me and said, go watch Burnt Toast. I don't remember seeing notifications from 30 different channels about the stuff that she reported, that she looked up, that she spent time investigating. I don't think they did. There's certain things I've heard from Crude that he took the time, or Burnt Toast gave him the material. I still say they might be married. That might be his wife. Don't quote me on that. It's just a hunch. I could be way off, but I'm just saying. So, yeah, I call her the Boston Strangler. But you know what I'm saying, though? But that's what I'm saying. I've seen him report stuff that he was the first to report it. And it's okay, I understand why he's showing it to his audience. I get it. And I understand he makes money on Molly, and I'm not going to down him for that. Hey, okay, great. But when you have all his buddies, not Burnt Toast, but all his buddies that are repeating the same shit. You have the Glare going live. Then you have fucking Weinstein going live. Then you have this one going live. Then you have that one going live. They're not married? I thought they were. That's why I said I could be wrong. So, you know what I'm saying? I get it if you're first to do something. I get it if you like I said, I like Crude. I don't want to hear about Molly all the time, but I like the way he presents things. He's not too talkative. He doesn't read his chat enough, but, he's not too talkative. I like him. I do. So, oh, okay. All right, so they're not married. But it was just a thought. And I see a lot of times that he'll do something first, you know, and I can get that. But the piggybacking off of others like the Galera and Weinstein and a couple of others, that shit annoys me. Like, if it's so bad, then why do you fucking need to call it out on 15 different fucking channels? It's and then promote them. Like, and then they'll sit there and promote them. I personally liked it when Burnt Toast pushed Crude and Crude pushed Burnt Toast. I know they came from a different community together. I think they work well together. I think they work well and bounce off each other. They didn't need 9 other people piggybacking off them. That's just my opinion. It is. It's just my opinion. People can tell me I'm wrong. People can tell me I'm crazy. People can tell me, you know, F you or whatever. But I see a lot of fucking piggybacking. And in my personal opinion, Burnt Toast and Crude should just stay in their own fucking lanes. And when I say own lanes, I don't mean they need to do anything. I'm saying that stop promoting these piggybackers when you don't even know their history. You don't know the horrible fucking history they have. And you probably never looked into it, and that's okay. But yeah, it's pretty bad. But I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to tell them what to do with their channel. I'm just saying that promote the clickbait channel is so gross. But I just think it's wrong. So that's just my opinion. Can I ask you why you call him Weinstein? Weinstein's in jail for a horrific crime. I'm not going to get into it because I don't even want to speak of him. But there have been, exactly, because it's a guy. I agree, Molly Go Criminal. He went running for the hills when old Whiskey Dick called him out. I agree. And that's what I'm saying, Ruby. Crude and Burnt Toast are great together. They bounce off each other. They're good together. All these other people that are, like, piggybacking off of them, to me, I find annoying. That's just me. Jen, I totally agree with that. I'm catching up, but there's nothing more harmful to the Wells boys on YouTube than what their parents have said on YouTube. Plus, I don't think the boys would be surprised that they have shitty parents. I totally agree. They sure did when the topic was hot. Who? They aren't doing it every day, all day. Who? Who isn't? Laura may speak on Diane because Diane mentioned her. But exactly, Amanda. It's exactly right. I will talk on people if it's about me. I am not gonna... I mean, I can't say I never do. I mean, I just did, technically. But I'm not... You know, this will be it. This is my life. I'm going to discuss it and I'm going to move on. If somebody talks... If I have to address something, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to move on. I'm, you know, unless I'm personally involved, like when I spoke about Marissa for a couple of days, yeah, I was hurt and I was personally involved. That's because I'm personally involved in it, not because I'm just calling somebody out to be a moral authority. Sage. Yeah? Come here. Laura's the best. Check out the rest. Thank you, Amanda. Do you me a favor? Hand me my vape juice that's on the counter. She loves me. I subbed up to you. Diane robbed cancer children, total scammer. She deserves everything she has coming to her. No, the other one. The apple. Yeah, but nothing's going to happen. That's what happens in this community. Is people call it out. People get upset, they'll call something out, and then it's forgotten about. Sage, if it's not on the counter, just grab my purse. I have one in my purse. What'd Strawman say?
I just lost $10 in poker.
And what?
Just lost $10 in poker.
In poker? Why are you playing poker?
It's playing
Good, I hope
poker.
you lost money. You should lose
No,
all your money.
Because I thought Michael was bluffing, so I raised it, and then he put all in.
That's when you back out.
No, I couldn't back out because it was just between him and I, so I had to check.
Sucker.
Shut up.
Sucker. Her boyfriend got her. There are little boys. People said horrific things about the parents. What if they are not guilty? I agree. I think what Molly said about them is fucking disgusting. Don't get me wrong. I think it's absolutely disgusting. And there was no reason for it to be said. The problem is nothing's going to come of it. It's not like anything's going to come of it. That's the difference. You know, they can call these people out all day long. Doesn't matter. Yeah, Sage telling me us to take you out over the weekend. I know, right, Des? She got suckered. Then the next caller, I knew who the next caller was. And I disagree with her. But I do know who it was. All right. I agree with that too. Totally agree with that, Pine Mountain. Mel's was objectively abusive. But I told you guys, I said that Betty is the one that dumped her. That she didn't dump them. They dumped her. She admitted the other day that I was right. Oh, no, I'm not, my rescue. I'm wearing a shirt that's too big. My hair's a mess. And it is what it is. These people might not be the parents of the year, but it doesn't mean that they hurt. I never said they hurt their daughter. All these rumors about Don Millette. Yes, but that didn't start with Marissa. Marissa didn't start that. That was started long before Marissa even touched the case. And I know that for a fact. When you're over 50, who cares? I know, but it's like really big. It was a fat shirt. Why did they dump that? I don't know. But I knew when they stopped talking, I was like, she didn't dump them. They dumped her. But I don't know why. I stayed away for you tonight? Oh, you stayed awake? Internet sleuthing started that rumor. Thank you. Molly lost some friends because of Andrea. Then Andrea dumps her. Molly's foolish. I agree. That was started by Don's own family. Oh, Don's own family started that? They deserve basic human respect. I agree. I am not even going to give you his real name. Nobody put his real name in chat. Weinstein is just... If you know the Summer Wells case, then you'll know that Weinstein is the person totally overly obsessed with Tiffany Marie, me, and Marissa. That's who Weinstein is. There's only one person that fits that every fucking video they make is about me, Marissa, and mostly Tiffany. I don't think he's made a video about me in about a month. But Tiffany, every day. Every day. JC. Molly lost friends because she's a disgusting human being. Banned people are finally seeing it. They're not, though. She projects. No, not Whiskey. He's got his own. He makes videos about me all the time, but no, I'm not talking about him. I don't even think about him. Yeah. I mean, there's only one person that does it. He's a stalker creeper. I agree. She went against things I believe in. She's just an asshole. I mean, to me, my experience with her, she's an asshole. I know he does my rescue. Too much. Way too much. Maybe looking like shit, he won't so much. He only picks on, yeah, he only picks on women, but he gets bodied by dudes. That's right. They dumped her because she's unstable. That's possible, too. That's what I said. When you get dumped by a bunch of fucking felons, that speaks volumes. Someone tell me what happened quick. Oh, we don't know. It's never been said publicly. But Molly made a comment the other day that it was Andra that told her that she wasn't right for their group. And sub from Weinstein, don't know much about him, but I love whiskey. Hey, you can love whiskey. When you told the story about how she said you look up to her with your cat. I know. Write your name here. I was like, no, I don't. What's up, Seymour? I remember that. I was looking at her like, what are you fucking talking about? Who looks up to you? It seemed like it got into an argument the night when they left early. I don't know. I think they stayed there and they told her to get a hotel, if you want my honest opinion. That's what I think happened. Yeah, after taking all her money. Having adult sons, I would be pissed. She did act like a dipshit. And look, we are not promoting a man who talks about me in a negative way every fucking day. We will not promote him. Thanks. If he didn't talk about me every fucking day, I might give him some shout outs, but no. He talks negatively about me on a daily basis. I will not give him a shout out. I know, it was ridiculous, Carolyn. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, I don't remember saying that, really, because there's 1,000 YouTube channels that clipped it. They all used one another in a way. That is true. Yeah, I don't listen to so-called men who degrade women. I agree. Olivia was so scared she called the cops and everything. Marissa only did it for views. But scared about what? What were they scared over? That's what I don't understand. There was nothing to be scared over. Like, they had this man fired. They harassed this man nonstop. So now he was coming to get you. He came to talk to you and it wasn't even him and you freak out. Yeah, okay. There's logic. Make that make sense. I did. That's what I wanted to bring up. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. You gotta have interaction with your subs. Have to. So, at first, Rocco says, did you hear Florida trying to pass a bill to make protesting illegal in front of someone's house? And at first, I was like, yeah, that has nothing to do with Andra. That's no big deal. And then one of my Patreons said, no, Andra's listed in it. It's like, she's named in it. I was like, no shit. I said, yeah. I was like, wow. So I guess she's actually named in it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Oh yeah, Ruby. Lots. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's right there. All right. That is just I thought that was ridiculous then. I still think it's ridiculous. Hold on though. I thought they were gonna talk about it. I guess I actually have to read the article. All right. Protesters at the house where the parents of murder victim Gabby Petito's fiance lived, and by anti-maskers at the home of a school board member, were cited before a Florida Senate committee, unanimously approved a bill Monday to make such disturbances illegal. Yeah, that was her at the home of a school board member. That would be her. The bill approved the Senate Judiciary Committee would make protesting outside a residence a second-degree misdemeanor, punishable by up to 60 days in jail and a $500 fine. Orange County Sheriff's Lieutenant Mike Crabb spoke in favor of the bill, citing days of protest outside the home of the Laundrie's parents. At the time, Laundrie was missing and suspected of killing Petito while on a cross-country trip. Authorities later found his body and a note confessing to the killing, a note that they have not released. Chris and Roberta have done nothing wrong. Laundrie family lawyer says protesters should go home. That is true. That's 100% dead on. They didn't do anything wrong. Brian Laundrie, the murderer from Southwest Florida, had days and days and days of protest at his parents' house. He's not an elected official. His parents weren't elected officials either, but that wasn't right. Stephen Bertolino, the attorney for the Laundrie family, said Brian's parents had protesters outside their house for weeks, including when they learned their son was dead. They're extremely upset, and for some unknown reason, there are still people outside of their home yelling and screaming and causing a ruckus, which any parent grieving the loss of a child should not have to deal with. I agree with that. After Brian Laundrie's remains were found and the search for him was over, the family attorney said protesters still remained outside his parents' house nonstop. This protesting, this witch hunt, this mob-style crucifixion of Chris and Roberta is just wrong, Bertolino said back in October. Enough is enough. Republican Dennis Baxley said protest at public place. I'm not showing this to you guys. Hold on. Said protest at public places. Hold on. Oh. Too far. All right. Said protest at public places. Something. I lost. Republican Kerry cited Brevard County School Board member Jennifer Jenkins, an example of someone who was harassed at her home by protesters. The protesters used vile language, argued with the neighbors, and even coughed in her face. This is one example of many. Perry said people deserve the right of privacy, safety, and peace while in their homes. Republican Ron DeSantis' communications office didn't immediately respond to an email and asking if he supported the bill.
An update into the investigations into Brian Laundrie. The search for him.
Oh, that's old. So yeah, that's it. Did you guys know there were 2 school shootings today? Not 1, but 2. A woman from Tampa Bay has filed a class action lawsuit against David's Bridal, claiming the store bombarded her with dozens of text messages without her permission. According to the civil complaint, who had recently gotten a phone call, a new cell number, began to receive automated text messages from David's Bridal. They sent 50 messages to her cell phone from April to September, even though she said she never gave him permission. Court records show that each time she received an automated text, she would reply "stop" to a different number as instructed by the store's how to unsubscribe. Doesn't matter. Lawsuit said unwanted texts just keep coming. I wonder how much soon. Asked for $500 in damages for every unsolicited text sent by David Bridle. Aight. Court documents for the lawyers show the retailer filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit by arguing Florida's new law is unconstitutional by violating First Amendment. Wow. Interesting. People sick of robot box. That's true. I get a bunch. I never thought about suing them. Ignore my phone calls and have your murdering son steal her money and can just see how wrong you are. What are you talking about? Have your murdering son? What are you talking about? Oh, JLR spoke at a meeting too? Fuck the laundries. Everything they did was wrong. Are you high? Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were talking about. She's all right. I didn't get what she was talking about. All right. But Tedessa, I got to unblock you if I'm going to talk to you. Let me explain this. They didn't owe the public a fucking explanation. I'm sorry. I know the public doesn't want to hear that. They did not owe the public an explanation. As I said from jump, they knew what their son did. They knew their son was dead. They were looking for a dead body all along. They did not owe anybody a fucking explanation. I don't know why the public thinks they deserve an explanation. They do not. Sorry, they don't. They owed the parents. That is correct. But that's not our business. Let the parents protest. It wasn't the public's business. It wasn't JLR and Andrew's business to start a protest. That's what I'm saying. You know, I didn't see they do anything about it. If they didn't do anything about it, then that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Was Brian L. at his parents when they were protesting? No, he was not. Yeah, they did what they were supposed to do, but everybody thinks the public owes them an apology. Like, they owe the public. They don't owe the public shit. It's not about the public. Open doors to harassment for what our kids do, and no one will ever rest. It's a good point, too. They handled it well by not saying anything. I agree.
How much steak start with new?
Recently released from prison. Why is this guy's mugshot sensationalized? Tampa teen has won an appeal in district court for the right to talk to a doctor about an ultimate having a medical abortion. Florida law requires those under 18 to have parental consent before talking to a doctor about the medical abortion pill and having the bill administered. According to court records, the Tampa teen knew her parents would not give her consent, so she petitioned for a judicial bypass to have access to information about the medical abortion pill. I mean, is it a little late? How about you use a condom? Explained to the court, 17-year-old Tampa high school junior works, pays for things, and wants and needs basic necessities provided by her father and sole caregiver. According to court records, that she wants an abortion because she isn't financially stable. She says his client wants to enlist in the military before going to college and becoming a nurse. That is huge for these ladies that petition the court for this. They do have futures. They understand that having a child may limit those futures in many ways. Last time I checked, abortion was legal. denied a request, citing concerns she wasn't being forthcoming about a GPA. What? In the present case, Circuit Court noted the petitioner is 17 years old. However, addressing her overall intelligence, the court found her intelligence to be less than average because while she claimed that her grades were B's during a testimony, her GPA is currently a 2.0. Let's look at this logic, all right? Let's look at the logic of this right-wing moron. She's not intelligent enough because her GPA is a 2.0. But let's bring a child in the world. What? That's what this judge is saying. That she's not intelligent enough to be able to make the decision. But she can clearly bring a baby in the world. Okay. Petitioner's testimony evinces either a lack of intelligence or credibility, either of which weigh against the finding of maturity pursuant to the statute. But she should have a baby. All right. Upon appeal, however, Judge Darrell wrote for the 2-for-1 majority. Petitioner's testimony demonstrates she possesses an ability to assess the consequences of her choice and the risk it entails, as well as the intention to reassess her decision after consulting with a physician. Because records are sealed, it's unclear how many Florida teens petition and when the right to have an abortion is required, as the law passed in 2020. The upcoming decision expected from the Supreme Court could lead states to leave these kinds of laws in place. If she doesn't have a fundamental right to an abortion at all, then there is no reason to have these bypasses. Any young teenage girl who's pregnant is already going through a huge emotional burden. What is really fundamental in this decision is the court understood that she had resources available to her to make the right decision. The decision is now for Jane Doe to make. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. I'm glad she won the appeal, though. It is her choice. Crazy. Crazy. I don't know what happened to the van. I really don't know what happened to the van. I don't think they have it, though. I really don't. I could be wrong, but I don't think they do. FBI is holding it still. All those responsibilities, and she's expected to get a 4.0. No, the real point is, if you're denying her because she's not smart enough, but yet you wanted to bring a baby in the world, make that make sense. That there's no logic in that at all. At all. I'm glad she won the appeal. Her body, her choice. I agree. Totally agree. It's just that logic made no sense. I thought, no, I don't think it was. I'll find out right now. There's no update. Last thing is 2021. It's not Plan B. It's an abortion pill. You have to get it at a clinic. It's after consent. Yeah, but I think she may be pregnant already. I mean, it's too late for the pill, though. That's what I don't understand. You have to do that, like, immediately. It's reported a judge would block an abortion if you have a low grade point average. Yes, that's ridiculous to me. This one was in Michigan, and I know there was another one. Hold on. All right. 2 officers were killed at a shooting in Bridgewater College in Virginia. And then 1 student was killed and 1 wounded in Richfield, Minnesota. 2 suspects arrested following Minnesota shooting. Authorities arrested 2 suspects 3 hours ago, Tuesday evening, in connection with the Richville, Minnesota shooting that left 1 student dead and another critically injured. Officers made the arrest after executing simultaneous search warrants at 2 Minneapolis addresses. Authorities also recovered a handgun and added officers are not looking for any additional suspects. Both students taken to a nearby hospital. One of the students succumbed to his injuries. Doesn't say why, though. I'm in Minnesota, never even heard about it. Never going to be used to be on like 2 days. Yeah, there were 2 school shootings. There was that one with no rhyme or reason. And then there was another one, the one in Virginia. 2 officers were shot and killed after the university reported an active shooter on campus. Two school safety officers were shot and killed at Bridgewater College in Virginia on Tuesday after the university reported an active shooter on campus. The victims were described as a campus law enforcement officer and a campus safety officer employed by the school. The active shooter incident happened at about 1:20 at the small private liberal arts college about an hour northwest of Charlottesville. A suspect male was taken into custody approximately 35 minutes later. Bridgewater College President David Bushman identified the officers as John Painter and J.J. Jefferson. That's it. It's crazy. What is wrong with the world? Ethan Crumley is planning an insanity defense. People are nuts. All right. You guys file your taxes yet? Rihanna's pregnant. Here's the guy that shot the officers, that killed the officers. Whoop. That's him. 27 years old, killed 2 officers. Crazy. What the fuck is wrong with the world? Any other stories you guys want to know? I think I hit the big highlights. Took a picture, Laura, that looks identical to it back at the end of October. Here I am, and it creeped me out. I'm telling you. There have been 32 police officers shot in the past. That's because they took away their power. Yeah, no, it wasn't a student. Let's see. It was just a suspicious person on campus. Anyone live in Kansas? It's a missing girl out of Kansas. 16 years old, hasn't been seen since January 22nd. Anyone familiar with this? Authorities in northeast Kansas are looking for a missing 16-year-old girl they say have concerns for her safety. Marissa Weber was last seen on January 22nd in Olathe, near Kansas City. At the time, station said her hair was dyed brown with blonde highlights, but could have been dyed another color. She's 5'4", 115, has brown eyes. Anyone hear about this? I haven't heard about this yet. National for Center of Missing Exploited said that anyone who has seen Marissa should use caution and call police without approaching her. No other information was available. Why can't you approach her? I haven't heard about it either. You heard it here first. Do you have reasonable boundaries? Yeah, but I wonder why I say don't approach her. Let's see what we can find. It was Melissa Weber, right? There's concern for the safety. Active missing persons. No, that's Missouri. There's nothing except 2 days ago. Here we go.
Now tonight's missing in Kansas.
There's a lot of concern for a Northeast Kansas teenager, and we're worried that she may be in danger. This is Marissa Weber, and she is 16 years old. She was last seen on January 22nd in Olathe, so we're talking about the Kansas City area. She is 5'4", 115 pounds with brown eyes, and when she was last seen, her hair was dyed brown with blonde highlights, but she may change her hair color. She has pierced ears as well. Now, it is important to note that the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children did issue this warning with her case. They say if you see Marissa, do not approach her. In fact, use caution and immediately call police. Seeing a warning like that, pretty alarming to me. We just want to get the word out there to figure out everything with her case, and I'm working on also some details as to why they have that alert out there as well. But I'd appreciate if you could maybe, if you have a tip, to go and send it to Olathe Police at 913-782-0720. And also if you can help us by sharing her story online as well. Those shares do in fact help. Reporting in the studio, Annette Lawless, KIC News on your side.
The problem is there's no follow-up. Because I agree. I want to know why you can't approach her. Use caution and immediately call the police. But there's no follow-up. There's no follow-up. Which sucks. How are you going to have a story with no follow-up? Maybe they found her. Maybe mental health, possibly. There's a lot of missing in Kansas. Twitter. The news is sad. She's missing too. 13. She looks older than 13. Six 5. Missing since May 6, 2016. Damn. News is depressing. Speak to your children about stranger danger. I agree. That's crazy. Oh, this Hannah is a runaway. Missing since December 17th. This kid, they do look much older. Yeah, 13 to like 17 is prime age for you know, trafficking. May you live in interesting times. Yeah, right? The world is crazy. Crazy. I'm still going to talk more on KJ. Not tonight. I'm going to do it tomorrow. It's late already. I'm tired. I must go to bed. Finally get a good night's sleep. We are all born in this time for a reason. I don't know. St. Louis news, nothing but shootings, but I agree with that. My local news is boring. I mean, that's a good thing. Let's see. Cop appeals murder conviction. One arrested with robbery Walmart. Robbing from Walmart. Former HPD officer convicted of murder. Neighbors blame outage on competing internet companies. See, I wasn't the only one that lost the internet last night. It even made the news. Pregnant cow killed. Who raised the most money in the U.S.? I'm telling you, my news is boring. Yeah. Gadsden man arrested for child pornography. He looks scary. Would you let this guy near your children? I wouldn't. Oh.
Where's my cup gone? I'm putting my...
Man, I want to move over. Look at that guy. Kids, don't go near a guy that looks like that. Anita, you sleeping again? Yeah, I know. Like, kids, don't talk to a guy that looks like that. Nope. Did you happen to notice the one that follows your every move? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I noticed. I got text all about that. And my answer is, there's only one me. That you can't be me. I know you try, but you can't be me. There's only one of me. That's my husband. He's hot. Woo woo. He was arrested for 30 counts of child pornography. He should be shot. There's a sexy mofo there. Woo woo. Move my candles. Drive Messenger, yes. I agree, Denise. She is a clown. I think a lot of people did Pine Mountain. A lot of people were like, are you kidding me? Like, yeah. I mean, imitation is a compliment, but then it goes too far. Like, this is enough is enough. That dude is what nightmares are made of. I agree with that. I know those of you in cold weather states, I won't rub in that it's 55 degrees. I won't rub that in, though. Three men steal TVs from Huntsville Walmart. Aight. Kids hack, don't nobody go near them. Yeah, really. Customers are being scammed through a mobile app. And now they're suing. I'm telling you, my local news is boring. There's like nothing here. They have to open it to all of northern Alabama in order to get somewhere. Because there's just nothing that goes on here. Oh, hell no. Negative 35? Hell to the no on that. No, 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 no. I think U.S. Southerners are getting another cold front. Oh, I don't want another cold front. It was cold enough. We don't need more cold. That is a heat wave in New York. I heard it was cold there today. Yeah, we don't get snowstorms. Let's check the weather. Weather 10-day. All right. 53, 63, 39 on Friday, 48, 52, 50, 50, 54, and 50s are cold. It's going to be 50s all throughout February. Oh, that's not good. In Calgary, Canada, yeah, I couldn't do that. I could not do that. But at night, it's freezing. At night, we're getting, like, tonight's not bad. Tomorrow's 54. But then Thursday, 32, 24, 28, 28, 25, 20. It's fucking cold at night. Ontario, I was going to say, how is Ontario, Canada that warm? But I think that's Ontario, California. It's 59 in Dallas, Texas. 42 and, it's 42 degrees in Niagara, New York. Yeah, I'm broadcast news brought to you tonight by Laura. Give me a zip code. Let's see, Albany, New York is 29. Iowa, these are all places I've looked. It's 13. Ouch. Too cold for me. Yeah, I can imagine with the ferry boat. Long Island is 31. That's not too bad. She's in Canada. Have you ever taken a cup of fire? I did, many of times. No, I didn't throw it in the air. I put a hot water on my car. Talking about Huntsville, Alabama? Yes. Oh, you guys want to see what I made today? I went down a rabbit hole. Testing out a new merch. And a couple of patrons have grandchildren and babies. So I made a merch for them. Hold on. I gotta find it. Where did I put it? Alright. So I made this mug. Whoop. I made that mug. It's 15 ounces. I'll let you guys know the quality when I get it. It says fuck you in 3 different spots. That's the one I made, and I ordered it. So we'll see how it is. I'm testing out merch company. That's true. Rabbit hole is definitely better than a K-hole. Alright, now I'll show you this other thing I made. Where is it? Mock-up. Oh, no, not that. What's the one I made? Hold on, I have to get it elsewhere. How cute is that? That was the rabbit hole I went down. Don't ever do a rabbit hole of merch. There I am designing it. I don't even have kids. You know, babies. But yeah, so I made that. I don't know if I'm going to put it out there, but how cute is that? But I'm going to see the quality of their stuff. I'm going to see the quality because I hate Spring. Teespring is the biggest fucking joke ever. And I refuse to do their stuff. I know a lot of people use them. I refuse it. Their stuff is garbage. You could buy their shirts at Hobby Lobby for $1.79 and then put a print on them. Like, I detest Spring. They charge so much and the quality is garbage. So I'm looking for a new merch. I mean, I have some through Streamlabs, but you can't show it anywhere. So I've been looking for a new merch place. And this one is really, like, inexpensive. And, so we'll see. Hey, Lindsay. Kiki was in here. I think she may have left. So I am going to shut down now that I gave you your broadcast news for the night. The weather, some cases, some personal opinion. Tomorrow, I am going to go. I got candles to do. And I'm sorry I wasn't around earlier. I had to get orders out. Don't forget, Valentine's Day is coming up, though. I have 5 black, clear black, like a clear glass black vessel that I'm going to be putting on sale probably tomorrow. I only have 5 of them, though. I have hoodies. I just can't remember the website name. Bye, Amanda from Australia. I do have Messenger, yes. I can be reached on PURPLEXEDQT on Facebook anytime. But don't get mad at me. I don't always answer, like, right away. I'm dealing with a lot. Between website questions, business questions, doing the website, candles, emails, Facebook, Intrepid, I'm nonstop. I do have hoodies. But I can't remember the website that they're on. I know that sounds crazy. It's in one of the links. I can never remember. So I'm going to shut down. I promise I will get the website. One of my mods should have it, but they never post it. So there's that. I'll blame the mods. It's not on me. It's the mods' fault. I actually have really good sweatshirts, but I'm just going to sit here and blame the mods that they don't have my link for my merch. So there's, I think isn't it PURPLEXEDQT? No, that goes to the website. What the hell is the merch link? Desiree, you would know. Desiree usually knows. Nope, that's the website. Life Perplex goes to website, which I have to call them. I don't think I'm going to renew it. It's something like Perplexed. My merch. Where's the link to my merch? Let's start there. I know it's somewhere. All right, hold on, hounds. Desiree's going to get it. I have merch. I just never promote it. And it's good merch. The hoodies are great. Yeah, I have merch. The sweatshirt is awesome. Oh, here it is. Whoop. Now, mind you, this is 2 years old. Literally 2 years old. It's been washed thousands of times. No, that's not it, Capone. It's been washed so much, and it's still in perfect shape. I don't know why we can't. No, that's not it, Capone. Trust me, that's not it. Maybe I don't know. I don't think it is though. No, that's not it. Yeah, no, that's not it. Hold on. It is Streamlabs, but I can't get it because it's my other email. I mean, it's my other Streamlabs. Let me see. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it, but let me try. Whoop. Actually, because I'm using OBS, I may be able to. Hold on. Yeah, I can. Hold on. Hang on, hounds. Your Facebook, are you listed as a police station? Yes. Oh, wow, it's coming up. I'm seeing chat on it. That's funny. Log in. All right. All right, technology. I'm going to get it in a minute. Dashboard. I'm coming, hounds. I'm coming. Merch. Merch store. There we go. Go to store. Perplex Talk Radio /merch. All right, guys. Here is the link. Ta-da. There you go. This is the last time I updated was the iPhone 11 Pro Max. That's how long it's been since I updated it. But there's tons of different hoodies. And the quality is not Teespring. It's American Apparel. And I'll show you guys. Whoop. All different sorts. Some have some on the sleeves, some have bolt sleeves. Mug, my mug is like 3 years old. Pullover hoodies, a hat, beanie hat, a black notebook, Intrepid shirt, which is Champion, front and back, and get the fuck out of here. Phone case for your work phone. And I've shown previously, I don't make money on, I make literally like $5 on each thing. They're expensive. But like I said, the quality is phenomenal. Like this is literally 3 years old. And it's still in perfect shape. I mean, it's a little faded, but it's black. Hey, Rachel. But I like Streamlabs much better. They're just a little more expensive, but I'm telling you, the quality is so much better. But that's why I'm checking out this other one. Now, the t-shirt that I bought, a little thin. Thank you, Monica. But yeah, I just don't promote it. Because there's no way to put it like on your stream. But now I know it's Perplex Talk Radio /merch. And that's it. And iPhone, though, I can get any iPhone. Just someone had asked me for that. But merch is a fucking pain in the ass to design. Let me tell you. You're welcome, Hounds. I believe the pullover hoodie is Champion, but I'm not 100% positive. No, it's not. It's pre-shrunk, 50% cotton, 50% polyester. You can get it in black, pink. Oh, hold on. Let me show you. You can get it in black, pink, maroon, or navy. Yeah, Winston's on the sleeve on one of them. The one I have, I think it's, no, I have both sleeves. I really need to redesign all of it. That's like I said, I need to redesign all of them. They charged Casey Anthony, big difference. That's not the point. It doesn't matter that they charge them. She was not convicted. Plain and simple. She was not convicted. Nobody should be running around saying she's guilty based on that theory. They just shouldn't. Sorry. I will put on my bucket list to redo merch. So, all right. I'm going to shut down, though. Winston and Buka merch, I know it's hard. Buka's really hard because he's black. So I guess I'll put him on a white sweatshirt. But white sweatshirts get dirty so quickly. But we'll figure it out. All right. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. No one puts out pocket calendars anymore. I love them for my purse. No, I don't even think you can get one. But like I said, I'm going to check out this new merch place and see how it is. Let's see how the mug is. I got to keep it PG around here. I need the ones that don't say duck without the zipper. Okay. You can get an Intrepid one. But like I said, I am going to redo them because some of the channels on here I don't even have anymore. So names have been changed. I just haven't updated it because I don't push it. But since you guys are interested, I will update it sometime over the next day or two. So you guys make me work even more. So I want to thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow. We would definitely go back to more of KJ. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I will see you all later. Hold on, I got to find my closing video.